Thank you for visiting our channel. We are Belonging Japan. What is Japan's maternity leave system like? If you're currently expecting or planning to have a child in Japan, do you know what leave options are available? In this video, we'll explain Japan's maternity and childcare leave systems, covering these topics. This video is supervised by Masashi Yasumori, a labor and social security attorney. At Belonging Japan, we provide useful content to help you navigate life in Japan. Visit belongingjapan.com for more information. Japan has 4 maternity and childcare leave systems. Here's an overview of each. Maternity leave, which covers both pre-birth and post-birth periods, is called Sanzen Sango kyūgyō. Postpartum paternity leave, known as Sango papa ikukyū, allows fathers to take time off after childbirth. Childcare leave, called Ikuji kyūgyō, gives parents the opportunity to care for their child. There's also papa mama ikukyū purasu, an extended childcare leave option for both parents. Now, let's take a closer look at each one.
First, let's look at maternity leave. Maternity leave is available to all female employees, including those on fixed-term contracts. It can be taken from 6 weeks before the expected delivery date up to 8 weeks after childbirth. Regarding work during leave, employees can work if they don't apply for pre-birth leave. After childbirth, employees are generally not allowed to work. However, after 6 weeks post-delivery, employees may return to work if they request it and if the work is approved by a doctor. Usually both pre-birth and post-birth leave are requested together in writing or through other forms submitted to the company. Be sure to check your company's regulations. The payment of salary during leave depends on the company's regulations. Even if no salary is paid, employees enrolled in employee health insurance can receive a childbirth lump sum allowance and a maternity allowance. However, the maternity allowance is not available under national health insurance, which covers self-employed individuals and non-company employees. To give you an overview, the childbirth lump sum allowance is 500,000 yen per child, though the amount may vary depending on the medical institution. The maternity allowance is provided if no work is done and no salary is paid, from 6 weeks before the delivery date to 8 weeks after. During this period, about 2/3 of the salary will be paid. Now, moving on to postpartum paternity leave. Fathers can take leave within 8 weeks after birth for up to 4 weeks. The leave can be taken all at once or split into 2 periods, but the application must be submitted at least 2 weeks before the planned start date. Work is possible within the scope agreed upon between the individual taking the leave and the labor management agreement. Employees enrolled in employment insurance are eligible for childcare leave benefits at birth, but if they work 11 or more days during the leave, they won't receive the benefit. The amount paid is calculated as the daily wage before leave, multiplied by the number of leave days, and then by 67%. This rate may change if wages are paid during the leave. Now let's talk about childcare leave. This leave is available to all employees and can usually be taken until the child turns 1 year old. It can be taken up to 2 times per child. In general, employees are not allowed to work during this time. Employees enrolled in employment insurance are eligible for childcare leave benefits, called Ikuji kyūgyō. The amount is calculated like this: 67% of the daily wage before leave times number of leave days for the first 6 months. After that, it's 50% of the daily wage times number of leave days. The amount may change if wages are paid during the leave. For employees with fixed-term contracts, if the contract ends and isn't renewed before the child turns 1 year and 6 months old, or 2 years old, if the leave is extended, they can't continue the childcare leave. Finally, let's look at plus childcare leave. This leave is for employees who are parents. Each parent can take up to 1 year of leave until the child turns 1 year and 2 months old. If daycare isn't available, it can be extended until the child turns 2. Working during this leave is not allowed. To use plus childcare leave, 4 conditions must be met. First, both parents must take childcare leave. Second, the spouse must take at least 1 day of leave before the child's first birthday. Third, The applicant must plan to start their leave before the child turns 1. And fourth, their leave must start after the spouse has already begun theirs. Using this system, Example A shows a smooth transition from the mother's leave to the father's. In Example B, both parents take leave at the same time for a short period. However, plus childcare leave can only be used by the parent who takes leave second, so it can't be used in just any way. That's why it's important for both parents to plan and coordinate their leave carefully. Now you know the basics of Japan's maternity and childcare leave systems. From maternity leave to postpartum paternity leave, regular childcare leave, and plus childcare leave, each system has its own rules and benefits. Understanding these options can help you plan ahead for your family's future in Japan. If you're expecting a child or thinking about starting a family here, don't forget to check your company's policies too. We hope this video supports your journey in Japan. For more details, check the description and visit belongingjapan.com. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.